Hey, let go. You know what time it is? It's your favorite podcast, your favorite YouTuber. We in the building. Dudes and dudesses, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Missing a page, but we'll rock with it. Lean, rock, lean, rock, lean. Hopefully you all are having an amazing day. You see it, shining and glossing. Look good at night. Skin is popping at night. I ain't heard the producer, my executive producer, say
what up,
that must be
what
going
up, Chris?
on over there. That's
what to do?
What's happening?
That's what I want to hear. My executive producer over there, pulling the heartstrings. Hopefully everybody got the new link. Put your phones on Do Not Disturb. It's 10 o'clock. The countdown is on.
Oh, are we on the air?
Might start popping and locking up in this camp.
Don't pop, lock, and drop it. We might need more than $600 per person. That don't even seem like it'd be right. 6 times 8 is 24.
All about that dinero, brother.
6 times 8 is 48. Okay, I'm tripping. I don't know why I thought 6 times 4. Yeah, $5,000 should be enough. Hey, good evening, everybody. Thank you, Rochelle, for the shout out to the music. That is our intro music. So as you can see, I am glossing and popping. Mr. Salt and Pepper himself is in the building.
I'm gonna have to get that. I'm gonna have to get that soap, bro. Start. No, I'm gonna rock it out to the salt and pepper, man. I gotta do it.
You talking about the dye?
No, it's like a soap that you that actually just naturally darkens your hair back. It adds to the follicles. Yeah, it's like a rinse.
Stay salt and pepper, man. The women say they love that, but see, I gotta keep mine young. So, that's my excuse over here. So what's happening, Mr. Hardiman, Mr. Bailey?
What's going on, brother?
I'm chilling.
You look a little dark over there, man. You got the cap on.
Yeah, I got some things I might want to let off my chest. I don't want them to see my eye movement. No, let me.
You gotta set it off tonight.
That's your poker face.
I'm not wearing a pair of glasses, so that ring that I have, that backlighting, I don't like it shining on my glasses.
Oh yeah, you see my lights.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Shan's lady right there. Look, he's here. I don't care what nobody say, man. That's Shan's girl, all the way through and through.
Let me move this lighting up a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, see, the more I move the lighting over,
man, it ain't even making it look like it's a difference there. Now that's better. That was a lot better.
Yeah.
Rochelle, you know what? I wonder, is that Rochelle TV? Are you the young lady that said I'm a single mom and I'm not gonna call out to nobody? I'm not gonna call for no help. Was that you? I was watching this episode earlier in the week, and the lady was like, "As a single mom, I got this." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I know you had to get it, but." The men are back on the rise. So let me know real fast if that's you. The quality, caretaking, upstanding, mature, masculine men are back on the rise. So, okay. Thank you, Rochelle. I appreciate that. Man, great to be here. Great evening. Great evening. Happy that you all are here tonight. We are tuning in from all over these United States. And soon we will all be in one location, be able to broadcast, see these brothers' faces. Y'all be able to see their the organic chemistry that we all have from far apart that we've been literally just brewing for the last year or so. I am elated to tell you guys that this has been one of the highlights of my life. Seeing another dream come true, or another thing that I desire to be to come to fruition. Give you a little backstory for those folks who are not here or who don't know. Ask a Black Man Anything started last year in last year in like January. And we were on the app called Clubhouse. It's basically an audio podcast app where literally you can come and, people from all over the world can tap in and listen to you talk. And it was a whole bunch of shenanigans on Clubhouse, a whole lot of things that were happening, good, bad, and other. And long story short, this is one of the rooms that I happen to find, one of the podcasts that I happen to find, and I happen to fall in love with it. Got invited to be on it, and man, we just kept it rocking, and it has been one of the best things that have happened since I jumped on Clubhouse. And the reason why I say it's been one of the best is because here's the deal. There's not a lot of opportunity for Black men to actually share their perspective prior to. A lot of Black men weren't, doing podcasts in the way in which they're doing them in droves now. And the reason is that we really didn't have a voice. And so now we have a voice, and here we are sharing our voice with you on Ask a Black Man Anything. We were able to rebrand to add from one brand to another, to Ask a Black Man Anything. And we actually decided back in like March to go live. And here we are. We are live, and we are happy that you all are here. Lakeisha, I didn't know that you've been with us since Clubhouse. Okay, well, we appreciate that. Thank you. We are happy that you have been here since Clubhouse days. Get the rest of your Clubhouse crew to come on over. So invite somebody, send a screenshot, send a text, share this page while you are doing so. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce these fine co-hosts of mine, Mr. Daryl Bailey and Mr. Colin Hardiman. Go ahead and introduce yourself, DB.
Yes, Daryl Bailey. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Daryl Bailey, Baltimore, Maryland. It's been a journey, a year. I'm thankful. Glad to be back on the stage with my brothers. And I'm passing the mic to Colin Hardiman.
Hello, everyone. Colin Hardiman. Always glad to be here for this episode for tonight. So, yeah, glad to be here with my fellas on this panel. And pass it to Mr. Robert Longmire.
Robert Longmire, just arriving. Hello, guys. Happy to see y'all. Glad to have another show going. It's been an exciting day. It's been an eventful day for me. Just a lot of running around, but I just pulled up. I'm here now. I'm ready to get it going. I do not know who to pass it to.
And what's crazy is that his audio is working.
We'll see how long that lasts. We'll see how long that lasts.
Kimosabe. Did you ever get an Ethernet cable, man? I mean, the Wi-Fi.
It's still not that, man. I'm all over the place sometimes, so it's kind of
We need
it's
you
kind
to
of
be
a thing.
stationary. Do we need to get you a hotel room every Thursday night? Is that what we need to do?
Yeah, I don't need to be putting myself in that setting.
Sounds kind of risque.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Brother pulling up with a hotel room every Thursday night. That's the quiet storm about to jump right off.
That is the quiet storm about to jump off. So with that being said, Mr. Artistic IQ, go ahead and introduce yourself and then toss it over to Cam.
Please tell me y'all can hear me.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Every season.
Wes Stewart, Artistic IQ on all social media. Gentlemen, it is a pleasure to be here. My brother Shan.
Hey, I'm Shannon Ross. What's that?
You hear that white noise?
Yeah.
That's probably me. I got a big machine going in the back.
Yep, this is.
It never fails. Never fails.
Robert. I was actually congratulating him that his audio is actually working.
I know, right? Just now, we just got to get it to work good.
And then he started talking, and his mouth was moving. You could hear him, but his mouth wasn't moving. He was like this. Hey, that Cricket Network, Robert.
Where are you at? That sound like a factory.
I just got But basically, not one, but I just got machines in the back. I got a couple different things I'm into, and this one happens to have a machine pretty much right behind me. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. All right.
yeah,
All
I
right.
can't even
Well,
turn
you
it off
see,
either. I wish I could turn it off. I can't even turn it off. I got to keep
No,
it
no,
running.
no. But what mic are you using? Are you using the smartphone?
I'm no, I'm using these AirPods that I just got that I got at a
Oh,
very low price, and I'm gonna
yeah.
take them back and get some other ones and see if I can get something that's more
Well, no, you
noise
don't gotta take
canceling.
them back. I mean, they work. They just don't have noise cancellation. That's all.
Yeah, no, I want to get something that has
so
noise cancellation. So
AirPod Pros for 149 on Groupon or
I've
on
been
There we
thinking
go.
about
Amazon.
those. I've been
There
thinking
we go.
about those, but I'm like,
No,
I don't
no,
even like
stop.
AirPods in the first place. So,
That's okay. I need you to stop thinking about them and just go ahead and get them. They have
all right,
noise
all
cancellation.
right.
They
The
are like
pros, they got the pros down to 150.
yeah, yeah, they were down. Like if you look now, because I think they're coming out with a new pair.
They
So
gotta be if they 150.
yeah, because they were 250 originally.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, I pray to God I don't never lose one. So I lost my original first AirPods, and I was like, oh,
Lo- Losing
they
them ain't
came
the
out with the
problem.
Pro.
It's losing them ain't the problem for me. It's washing them. I forget to take them out the pocket.
So that's why I always there's a little device. I'm gonna go grab it. I'm gonna show you where my keys at. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go and grab it. I'm gonna show you how I attach it to my keys. But
and
anyway,
and
good folks. Say what, Robert?
no, I was about to say that's my thing. I done lost mine. I done lost these things a few times, and I've only had them for about a week and a half. I've been digging around for them over and over again. But
That's crazy.
yep.
Crazy. I'm gonna show you the thing that I use to attach my AirPods to my keys. I ain't lost them since I had this little thing, and I actually found out about it from one of these rappers in Atlanta a couple years ago. I was driving around and he had them attached to his keys, and he was like, "Man, I've been bought four of them until I bought this little device." I'm gonna grab my keys and I'm gonna show it to you. Anyways, before I do that, Chris Davis in Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Buffalo, New York, greatest place for wings and pizza on this side of heaven. And I dare anybody to argue with me about it because nobody can beat Buffalo and pizza and wings. And I'm a blue cheese fan. Just FYI, if you want to know a little bit about me, I don't do ranch. That's the devil. Anyways, with that being said, I'm the author of two amazing books, The Edge of Greatness and The Ultimate Betting Guide. One book is to help you reach your greatest potential as your own personal being. And then the other one is called The Ultimate Betting Guide. If you're in a dating space, this book will help lead you to find the right partner for you. It is a gender neutral book. You can purchase it if you are a man or a woman. You don't have to be one way, you don't have to think it's only for men just because I put it out. I know that's typically the trend. But man, it's been an amazing week since I've last seen you, and a lot of things have been in the news this week. Um, a lot of stuff has happened this week. I mean, we went from literally Will Smith slapping somebody, um, Will Smith slapping somebody famous to to uh, to Jada saying he didn't have to slap nobody. To I don't even watch the news, but does anybody know if the war is still happening over in Russia? You know, it seems like the gas prices are going down over here in Atlanta, so maybe the war is starting to settle down a little bit. At least that's my hope. I want to actually also highlight, because I would be remiss in saying, and if I say her name incorrectly, somebody correct me in the chat or what have you. Shout out to Judge Ketanji Brown. She made it to the Supreme Court Justice. We are excited for our sister to make it. And
Ketanji
that
Brown
is
Jackson.
a say what?
I said Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Brown Jackson. Okay, thank you. Because I don't pay attention to a lot of the news, so I just know the Ketanji. I just know parts of it, bits and pieces. I don't watch the news. I'm not up at 11 o'clock. I don't watch the 6 o'clock. I don't watch the noon news. I heard a quote one day that I think it was Denzel. He said, "If you watch the news, you are informed. But if you watch the news, you are informed. If you don't watch the news, you're not informed, or you're misinformed, or something similar to that." And if I quote you wrong, Denzel, please forgive me. Just call me later and tell me I did it wrong. Anyways, Shan, you look so serious over there, man.
Yeah, I think he's gonna choose violence tonight.
I think
I'm
so,
saying he
man.
ain't got his lights
Working.
on. He ain't got the lights on in the background, TV off. It's serious here today. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I think he got some smoke for somebody today, man.
He put some dope messages out on the tube today. I peeped him.
Oh, is that what it is? He had some messages out. Oh, y'all know what it is? He got his new herringbone. You know what I'm saying? He got the diamonds on. He flexing for us one good time. You know, he traded his never mind. I ain't gonna tell you his personal business. I want to tell y'all real quick, in case y'all didn't know, we're having a 1-year anniversary, and we want you all to join us down in New Orleans. I don't know where our producer is. Are we ready for that already? Oh, I don't know where our producer is, but he's actually putting out a new graphic for us. And if you are anywhere close to New Orleans, where you can get there by bus, plane, or train, by all means, ship yourself in. You know, bags fly free on Southwest. So, you know, if you want to be a bag, jump in somebody's bag, might have to be under the weight restriction. But, get in the car and carpool with your girlfriends. And y'all come on and party with us down in the Big Easy.
You ain't got to be close. Jump on the plane, jump on the train, jump in the car. You want to be there. We're not even going to leave it up to chance. Get in the car, get in the plane, do what you got to do. Meet us up that spot.
Chris, did you share it?
I don't have the graphic. I mean, I have it, but I don't. Excuse me, have it to share. Excuse me.
I
if you
texted it to you. I texted you a long time ago.
You did, but I'm not in a capacity to share it right now. If you want to share it, by all means.
I can't. That's why I sent it to you.
Oh, haha. Did I share it where? On Instagram or anywhere? I hadn't shared it anywhere.
Shane, am I able to leave without this thing messing up? Is he still here?
Yeah, he is. Let me just pull it up real fast. Let me go on. Oh, there it is right there. Look at that. Boom. Now, let me switch screens real fast and do some rope-a-dope.
Shane, did you hear my question?
Yeah, you can leave because I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm about to pull it up now, Colin.
Because I have to enable my sharing permissions, but that's making me restart Chrome.
I'm about to pull it up. Don't worry.
You'll be fine.
I just, I'm working on my high-speed connection like Robert over there. And had I know I was supposed to share the image, I'd have been a little bit more prepared.
I put my hometown team hat on today. Hopefully that under and over will be more than 45 games since it's opening night in Major League Baseball.
Daryl, you have some static in your mic too every time you speak. What mic are you using?
The computer mic. Let me
okay.
check the quality of it.
It's just it's only when you speak. Every time it's every time you say something.
Is it like every other word?
Every word.
Wow.
But it's not distortion. It's a static. So it's like
you know what it is? It probably got because I got the phones too close to the how's that?
No, it's
still the same.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see the graphic?
No, sir.
What I need to do. It say I'm in the show and everybody can see.
Can we just do it then another time? If I'd have known we had a graphic show, I would have prepped it. We got to prep this stuff in advance.
I mean, I don't mind.
I was trying to before the show started, but I just keep getting all these permission errors.
Sweet. So, I am.
You can restart
So
your browser.
one thing somebody
It'll be
always
fine
tells
to come back.
So one thing somebody always tells me is that I have a lot of tabs open. I'm literally learning to focus in and narrow in, and only have one tab open at one time, and it's actually being actually working out pretty good for me when I'm not on this show. But here's the deal: I want to talk to you guys. Last week we talked about Will Smith and Chris Rock and the outburst, pretty much that Will Smith had, and then the response that Jada Smith had, and then Chris Rock said, "I'm still processing." Right. And one of the things that we discussed last week, vehemently discussed, and we agreed and disagreed, and we shared our thoughts in reference to it, is that there was some fault with people in reference to the incident in and of itself and how a man should conduct himself. And this week, we actually got an opportunity to see another incident that went viral rather quickly. And here's the question that I want to pose to you. How far should men go to protect their public image or even their image as a whole? And so I want to, do we have the video ready?
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you guys this video in reference to the scene that I'm talking about. We're going to play it for you right now.
And sparks fly when T.I. gets livid at a female comedian for making jokes not only about him and T.I. Tiny's allegations that they had last year, but also the female comedian in T.I.'s face made a reference about the Crime Stoppers. T.I. snatches the mic and goes all the way in on local comedian Lauren Knight. And this video is by way of the Baller Alert. They were able to capture this video, or whoever was in the crowd was able to capture the video of T.I. going all the way in. Like, he literally took the mic from her and started going in. And then she got back on the mic and started going back in on him. Before we get to this video, you already know what it is, man. Smash that like button. And, man, make sure you guys are locked in and subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored. We're on top of this story for you, man. You have to see this. Trust and believe. All right, man, enough of me talking. Let's roll this tape.
Was the crime. There is nothing to charge me for. Or no, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you joke on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
First of all, happy Award Day. We've never had a forum on crime. T.I.'s innocent. I truly believe it. Get it up for him. There is no charge.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't play with me about that.
I haven't cut his mic.
Hey. Don't play with me about that.
I'm not. The one thing I am is a comedian. I'm not playing with you. See, now you're getting misunderstood. This is not a rap battle. This is not that. This is a motherfucking comedy show. And be clear, if I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something. Absolutely.
Can see they hug, but it didn't stop there. And it's a little bit more to this video. If you guys want to check out the full video, the link will be in the description box of this video. You can check it out on hiphopun.com. We got the whole story covered for you in the full video in its entirety. Like I said, that video is at the top line of the description box on hiphopun.com.
So if you take a look at the video, and one thing that you see that's completely different is that he had a very similar walk up to the stage, and there was a very different result. But you do see some slight aggression. If you watch the entire video, you'll see that what actually ended up happening, he snatched the mic from the young lady, and then he started to say, you're going to, respect mine, and there were no allegations, and this happened and that happened. These things did not happen. And to add to it, one of the things that happened when the young lady got the mic back, the comedian got the mic back, is she said, anything that happens that goes viral, I'm gonna pause, anything that happens that goes viral, like a movie or like another allegation or something that happens in the news, is up for comedy, especially at a comedy show. At the end of it, T.I. actually said to the young lady, "Hey, I love you." She said, "I love you back." She also said that there is, say what?
No, go ahead.
She also said that there was no beef between them. And what a lot of people may have missed in that clip is that he actually posted, if you go to his page, I think his page is on Instagram, is Troubleman31. If you go to his page, you'll actually be able to see where he was sitting down next to her and he promoted her. And that's what I think is very stellar, besides all the other riffraff. Now, of course, there was a bunch of stuff that happened in the middle. But, fellas, let me ask you this question.
That was damage control. That was damage control.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly. Absolutely. He didn't, he didn't walk up and slap her, but I think he thought about the ramifications for hitting a woman.
He did assault her. I'm going to go there. He did assault her, but keep going.
How did he assault her?
When he grabbed her, he assaulted her. And he grabbed her. It looked like he was hugging her, but he was just trying to take the mic from her. But he grabbed her. He restricted her own personal movement. That's assault.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah, exactly. He restricted her movement. She was not comfortable in that hug. There's a lot of body language in there.
Y'all niggas act like y'all ain't from the hood. That was a hug. That was a hood hug. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
That was, exactly. That was a hood hug where somebody walks up and snatches a woman and hugs her against her will. Ahead, that's what that was.
Wait, hold it. So I'm gonna dive in real fast and ask the two who were on the side of the Smiths last week. Are y'all saying that he assaulted her?
That's what the fuck they just
and
said.
He restricted her movements?
I promise he would win in court. I promise she would win in court.
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely.
No, she wouldn't.
Hell yeah, she would.
Absolutely.
No, she would. If T.I. got more money than she does, that's a possibility. Right. But court-wise, she would win.
T.I. definitely has more money than she does. She's an up-and-coming comedian.
Yeah, but technically that was assault. And go back and watch the video specifically. You'll see what he did. And his whole. Can you
rewind and just share that little part, Shan?
His whole purpose of also hugging her, that wasn't a real hug. He was trying to take the mic from her.
No, he didn't.
And she didn't know what was going on.
You could have just took it.
Yeah, but he couldn't.
If I want to make jokes about something.
So that's trying to take the mic.
Open arms. Not yet.
No, keep watching. Keep rolling.
It's his intent for it.
Here's the thing about that. We're going to keep it rolling, but here's the thing. If it was restricting her movement and it was assault, why is she going for the embrace as well?
Right, because
keep watching. It's a reaction. Keep watching. Play the clip. Play the clip.
I don't have a slow motion, so I'm going to just play it. I'm going to just pause and play. Mic down. Open arms. This is
and everybody
for him to snatch the mic. He could have snatched the mic right there if you want to be a nigga. And then she embraces him back.
Right, because it's awkward.
She embraces him back.
Because it was awkward. Now she's trying to get away. Now she's trying to get away. She's trying to get away. You see her
video. If you guys want to check out the
and he's talking to her.
Video, the link will be.
Now, go ahead, Chris.
Now go back. Wait. T.I. now has the mic. Go back. T.I. now has the mic. He didn't have a mic when he hugged her. He snatched it.
Yeah,
that's the that's
and
what's his point.
in the middle of that, so she opened her arms because it was awkward. So anybody could technically see that. Yeah, sure, it was awkward. So she hugged him, but just because you start, just because you invite the situation,
you guys have a vagina.
Hey,
nice,
hey,
Chris.
no. We
I'm
have.
just playing. I'm
I
not
have
serious.
big nuts.
I'm not.
I have big nuts. Listen. But the fact of the matter is in the middle of that hug, she then lets him go from the hug, and she's trying to get away. Both her arms is here and here. She's trying to push him away, and he's holding her, and then he snatches the mic. So that's it. It is what it is.
Okay.
You can't walk up to nobody. I can't walk up to you and snatch your phone out of your hand. And if I touch your body in the process of it, I've just assaulted you. Let's just keep it 1,000.
Okay.
Go ahead, DB.
I really don't. Honestly, we're in a super sensitive time, but
Extreme.
Yeah.
Super sensitive.
technically, he did
need safe spaces.
by definition, he assaulted her. However, there's rules to this stuff. There's rules to engagement. Then there's the hood rules. It's
DB.
all, yeah.
What was that movie where the cop was talking to the drug dealer, and then the drug dealer he went and he touched him on the chest? Oh, you just assaulted a police officer. What movie was that?
It comes to mind.
No, that wasn't Low Down Dirty Shame. That was like
it was like I think it was Samuel Jackson or something, and he was like,
it was something Samuel Jackson was in.
Lakeview Terrace.
No, it wasn't Lakeview Terrace. It was Shame.
I mean, technically, we've seen it in lots of videos, in lots of movies. We've seen that same kind of interaction.
So now, see, this is the culture that has been created, especially since the Will Smith.
Don't say right, Wes. We talk about you.
So,
no. He's speaking facts. Listen, this ain't about me. All I'm speaking on, all I'm going
it's not about me.
is the truth. So if something is the truth, then exactly.
The name of the movie, by the way, is Shaft.
Shaft. Yeah, Shaft.
Yep.
This is the culture that has been created, though. Since the Will Smith incident, people who can't really hold their manhood really well in public, they're going to start storming the stages every chance they get. And honestly, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Somebody going to do something real stupid.
But let's keep it 100 though. The reality of it is that T.I. wasn't emboldened by Will Smith. He's not somebody easily influenced. That situation would have happened no matter what, whether Will Smith happened or not. Matter of fact, Will Smith, that whole thing would make someone like T.I. pause. So the fact that T.I. still went through it, Will Smith didn't embolden him. It's just another, because there's ramifications that Will Smith is under, and T.I. has a brand as well. And while T.I.'s brand is not Will Smith's, that's a clear example of why not to do it. So the fact that T.I. went forward with it tells us, if anything, if we're thinking, people, that T.I. would have done that in any scenario with that situation. And he did it with a girl. And speaking of vaginas, Chris, how can y'all hold up this situation, like be so against Will Smith when he smacked another man, but be okay with T.I. going and being aggressive with a female?
No.
I'm just saying.
No. Hold on.
So yeah, exactly. Who said that we were? Who said we were going?
Exactly.
That we were. Who said that?
Hey. Okay, I digress.
Oh, you better.
This
is what I be talking about in the back chat.
Don't get your panties in a bunch now. We never said that T.I. was right.
Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Let's go.
You start going with nigga. You sound like
keep your tap on a little bit longer.
It's like, oh, that was a talk. It's like, goddamn, you sound like Samuel Jackson on Shaq. Oh, you assaulted an officer, arrest him, book him. It's like, come on, bro. You know what that was.
No, I know what it was, but it is what it is. We're going to keep it 100, right?
But why even go there? Because you know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're just trying to be contentious. Just to be contentious. No. That's what I be talking about when I talk about white knights and motherfuckers that just want to go to the extreme to try to get a point across. You know, technically that was
wait. That's wait.
That's like it derails the conversation.
Was it not? What's the conversation? We ain't started the conversation. Either it's assault or it's not. It's a matter of fact. So it ain't about being contentious, and you use extremes all the time. Dumbass extremes like, well, women do this and women do that. Like it's all of them. And then you say, but we don't know, but we know it's not all of them. Like, which one is it? Y'all use extremes all the time. You too, Chris.
Number one,
let's not say
I never
y'all.
heard nothing come out my mouth. That's number one. Number two, I don't exaggerate to get a point across. That's number two.
You do.
Somebody trying to get in. So that's number two. Number three, this is literally, you can't even come up with an example where you're trying to combat this. This is literally, I get what you're saying. Okay, literally, technically, that's just like DB. Technically, literally, by the book, according to Penal Code 126-5, putting a finger on physically,
we're getting feedback.
brushing past the
That's
motherfucker in a
yeah.
nightclub is assault. You know what I'm saying? Do you
No,
realize
no.
that?
There's a clear difference.
Let me just say this. He had an opportunity. Let me just say this. He had an opportunity to stop when he was at the bottom of the stage with the mic and just defend himself there. But he had to go up and
because he wanted that mic. Because he checked it. Because she checked him. She said some shit that was real, and he didn't like what she said, and he wanted to get the mic. But he also wanted to calm down because he realized what it really was is when he said, "If you do it one more motherfucking time," then he caught himself. And said, God,
he sure did.
Then he caught himself and said, "Fuck, I'm talking to a woman, a black woman. I'm gonna continue to tell you,
address you publicly,
and address you publicly." He went all PC with it and shit, right? He knew what he was doing. He was like, "Fuck, damage control." He had to say, "Okay, let me take the hood out. Let me get the nigga out of me. Let me be nice. Oh, that's right, black woman. Let me go up here and hug her." And then he was talking to her in her ear. And then after whatever the fuck that was said up there that we couldn't hear, that was inaudible, that's when he snatched the mic. I don't think it was ever about wanting to go up there and get the mic, because if he wanted to do that, when he went the mic was in front of him, he could have took it right there. But
even beyond that, he already had a mic in his hand.
Well, he put that down,
so he didn't have to take the mic one. He had mic two in his hand.
But he wanted to stop her. But he was restricting her from stopping.
My point exactly.
Her, right.
He was down the bottom with a mic, walking, pacing back and forth, over speaking her, shouting over top of her. And then she said something slick out her mouth, and then he went back up, and then he approached the stage on some old Will Smith type stuff. He did the slow walk because he had to gather himself and figure out what am I going to do when I get up here
with this woman.
And let me bring this point in real fast. And I want to welcome Shaheed to the conversation. Welcome, brother Poster. What about Wes? Because we talked about this last week about a man just being caught up in his emotions. And why couldn't T.I. just be, in his emotions and in his feelings and in the moment, and he just, he just lost it in the moment.
He did.
Why not that?
He did. But that ain't the point.
Explain to me. Hold it. I'm not finished yet. Here's my question. Explain to me why last week it's okay for one millionaire to protect a black woman that didn't need protecting from her own mouth.
Got you.
No,
right?
No, Chris.
No, that's what Jada said.
No. Because you're saying that they say that it's okay.
Right.
Nobody ever said that Will Smith.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying last week the conversation was, hey, he just lost his emotions.
Will lost his emotions. Well, let me answer
this
week.
But last week they were not excusing Will. It was about did Chris hold any responsibility? That wasn't argued. That was we all were unanimous with Will. We're all unanimous.
Last week Wes said, go back to it. Last week Wes said
I can tell
he
you
was
what
in his emotions. He was in the moment.
So let me answer it. I'll tell you this week. The reality of it.
So it matters from week to week. Last week you could be in the moment. This week you can't be.
If you let me speak, Negro. So last week it's the same thing. T.I. was in his feelings and in his emotions. It's the same thing. None of it is okay. The one thing I will say though is, and as as we might, as a lot of people might think or say that, well, like as DB alluded, that it's the Will Smith effect, let's just call it that might embolden other people. I dare say that it's the Will Smith after effect that actually made him pause and gather himself and take it down a notch or two.
No, I think he would have did that anyway. Here's the thing, and this is okay, and I hear what you're saying, Wes, but this is what I'm saying. First of all, this dispute that we're having here is because you said he assaulted her. It's almost like you pointed out that where there's so many other things that we could discuss as opposed to an open arm hug. As opposed to an open arm hug, another open arm hug received. I would rather have you say, damn, he snatched the mic out of her hand. That was the assault. But when you got the whole body restriction and all that, it's like, come on, bro.
But actually, that is but see, this is the thing. It ain't the open arm hug that's the assault. That if you say just because you say that you would have liked it to be, don't mean it's the truth. The truth is that when she stopped trying to hug him and he kept hugging her and she was trying to get away from him with her left arm and trying to push him away while he had her right arm and he had her in a hug right before moments, and it lasted for like 2 seconds. So 2 seconds is a long time to be restricted. And then he grabbed the mic. That is the assault. So
and you're not taking it
and beyond that,
you making no room for the fact that he was talking to her at the same time. 2 seconds.
No,
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. And but the thing is, I haven't heard you once mention any culpability for her on what she did, like the way you did with Chris last week. The comedian.
Because
and that was my exact point.
Right. So
that's exactly where I was driving. Why can Chris Rock make a joke? Because that's exactly where I was driving to. Chris Rock made a joke last week. This same young lady made a joke this week.
But you're saying a joke.
Why is she not in the wrong?
Because
is it because she's a woman?
Nope. Because a joke isn't just a joke without context. A joke. Wow. I said this last week. Joking about even a black woman's wig is different than joking about her bald head. Joking about a man's wife in his face. This don't. Here's the thing. It's all about knowing what you was going to expect. I watched a video with Jamie Foxx just the other day talking about, he was telling this joke, and he usually gets to this point where he does this Mike Tyson joke and it just kills. And he said this is the first time, and people usually get a standing ovation. And this is the first time that he did the joke and nobody, he didn't get no applause or anything. And he was like, wait, what's going on in his mind to himself? And then he said he heard somebody say, Mike is in here. And then and then Jamie had this look on his face. And so here's the point. The point of that is, look, do whatever you're going to do as a man or woman at your own peril. So you're making a joke about Mike Tyson before he was the nice Mike Tyson that we know and love today. Hey, it's not about right or wrong. Just know that people have reactions and their reactions might be right or wrong. So move accordingly. Move at your own peril. That's it.
So
there's no contradiction here at all.
You said a joke is a joke without context. So a
joke, meaning a joke is meaning context is everything. It's not just you can't just say, oh, well, that joke equals that joke, and this person just made a joke.
And they're not the same.
What's the
subject of the joke? Do you know what they were talking about?
Do you know what she was talking about, bro?
Hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm at. Do you know what she was joking about?
But before you say that, because
she was joking about sexual assault.
Yes, right. That he's been actually accused of. We know the whole thing. Yeah,
and exonerated of.
Got you. Yeah. So the point of the matter, though, is that she made a joke about something. Yes, everything to us is personal, but that whatever that trigger point for him, it can be whatever it is. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at like the T.I. gets to behave however he wants to behave, and there's repercussions for it. Same with Will Smith. Like you do an act, there's nothing contradictory. I'm saying all I'm doing is refereeing, calling the play as I see it. This happened. They both lost control. They both lost their emotions. Whatever. Nobody's justifying any of it.
Let me add this perspective, because what we're missing in translation is Will's public persona was that he's the clean cut dude.
Mm-hmm.
T.I. got weapons.
Kumbaya incarnate.
T.I. have been in prison. He done got weapons charges. He got all of this stuff. He got other allegations going on. So, like when he was down at the bottom of the stage, he said what he said, and he could have left it at that. The girl took it. Let me not call her girl. The woman took it a step further. And it incited something in him. He gathered himself for a minute. Then he started walking slow to the stage. And when he got up there, he didn't know what he was going to do. But I'm telling you now, since the Will Smith incident, look, people being on stage and getting rushed, this ain't nothing new. They do it at concerts, they do it at comedian events, they do it all the time. But what I'm saying is there's a line in the hood that once you start talking about certain things, you know, used to, when you were a kid, it used to be you talk about somebody's mother, it's fighting, it's grounds for fighting.
Right.
So at the end of the day, T.I. thought he explained himself explicitly and was going to leave it at that. But old girl came back with the boomerang effect, and he didn't like it.
Let's listen to it, DB, because I forgot what it was. Here we go.
And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly.
That nigga was like, uh-oh. And then here it is.
We've never had a forum on crime. T.I. did it. I couldn't believe it. Get it up there.
He's irritated.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't play with me like that. Hey. Don't play with me like that.
I'm not. The one thing I am is a comedian. I'm not playing with you. See, now you're making me misunderstood. This is not a rap battle.
This is not a rap battle.
Right.
This is a motherfucking comedy show. Black woman, this is a motherfucking comedy show.
I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something.
If I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something.
And there's security.
Can see they hug, but it didn't stop there. And it's a little bit more to this video. If you guys want to check out the full video, the link.
Give me that
so, what you can't hear is this guy is actually some of the things that TR are actually saying. Mm-hmm. And so on another audio that I listened to, I could actually like hear a little bit of what he was saying. But you know, I'm
spit it out. What was he saying? What was he saying? Spit it out.
I would have to go back and listen to the audio. So
it's all good.
Let me pull it up on my phone and I'll see.
I just don't understand why Wes came in with and technically that was assault. You just open up the discussion with that.
Hey, it's what it was. That's I watched the whole video, and that's what stuck out to me.
That is Obi-Wan in you, where it's just like
and I'm embracing him fully.
And I'm saying, be that as it may. If we don't teach our young men, because technically he assaulted her when he walked up to her in the middle of a confrontation and did not say, "Can I hug you?" You literally have to ask by law before you touch someone. So I get that it's ticky-tack and it's small and it doesn't seem that extreme. However, when another one of our young black men get in trouble for not doing such, it should be
young black men. Why not young black women when she does it?
Okay, when a young
women to do that shit, I get women put their hands on my chest and biceps all the fucking time. But you're not talking to them.
I get that. I get that. But I get that. But what world are we in where that stuff happens? Just like I said, young black man instead of a young white man, because a young white man could rape somebody and get a month of fucking cleanup duty. Like I get there's a difference in the way that we're treated. So that's why I'm saying young black man specifically. So you know.
I don't think we have an issue. I don't think there's an epidemic of young black men getting in trouble for hugging young black women. I don't think that's an issue. Not in Los Angeles, maybe in other states, but I haven't been privy to a whole bunch of sisters sending brothers up the river for hugs. So
sisters be holding us down and not reporting a lot of stuff.
I got you. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
what's your perspective? Go ahead.
So getting back to the original question, how far does a black man have to go to protect his public image?
Whoa.
If you're not doing things publicly, you don't have to protect anything but your name when you put it out there. But you know, this particular person has a history of violence. And I'm not talking about his music. So I think that situation is a touchy subject that he got called out on.
Well, personalize it, DB.
Personalize it. T.I. got called out on some stuff he been doing for years, and it got out into the public. It went to court. He got exonerated, and I think it stained him. And
okay, but here's how. Did you hear what you just said? T.I. got caught for doing some stuff that he's been doing for years.
Well,
so you already in the court of public opinion, or in the court of DB's court, you already convicted the brother.
Nah, I ain't convict him. I'm just saying that
you said he got caught for doing things that he's been doing for years.
What I'm saying is, you can do a crime, and if nobody presses charges, yeah, if nobody presses charges, or if you fail to show up and defend what you are alleging, then the perpetrator is going to go free.
No, I got it, but he showed up. But the point is the way you phrase it, and see, that's the part that's why I'm kind of.
So you saying I'm judging him? You saying I'm judging him?
Maybe unconsciously. See, and simply, and I hear what you're saying. You're saying, listen, T.I. got caught for doing some stuff that he'd been doing for years, and he went to court and he got acquitted of it. Well, then what's to say that he'd been doing that for years? Maybe he's never done that.
But he admitted to this is normal business. Nobody we ain't really.
He admitted to sexual assault?
No, he's saying that we always do discreet stuff behind closed doors. And this is the first time he got called out for assault. That stuff that he's never really, been brought up on. And finally somebody brought him up on it. And it stained his public image.
I think what I'm trying to say.
So let me sidestep real quick, fellas. Let me sidestep the video and what happened with T.I.
Wait. Shaheed was getting ready to throw something in there real quick.
That just don't make sense. When you say somebody has got caught, like basically what's come to light is something that they've been doing for years. What have they been doing for years if technically they haven't been doing it?
That's my point. Thank you, Shaheed. That's what we shot, and that's why I'm saying you got to be careful with your words, DB, and also you're teaching other people that they got to be there, because Shaheed is catching it just like I'm catching it.
Yeah, because the way you said it is like, oh, he's been doing this for years. It just so happened to come to light now, and he's being accused. And
I'm speaking from
allegedly.
I'm speaking from private entertainment behind closed doors. When you take a private thing and make it public, then a lot of stuff can get misconstrued.
Yeah, but I do things behind closed doors. It's like it ain't no assault. So
yeah, but see, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about, these are allegations. He's been exonerated. I'm not saying that he's guilty, but what I'm saying is, he has a lifestyle that was made private. And when your private lifestyle is made public, I'm saying it backwards. He had his private lifestyle was made public, then you have to defend that. But if it never goes public, then nobody ever really sees who you are. And you take the Will Smith situation, to me, it was art imitating life. He basically went up there and did something that he would do in a movie.
Okay. So right, I got you, boss.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you. Chris, you was getting ready to take us somewhere?
Yeah, so wanted to sidestep real quick, and I wanted to just ask real quick. Let's not make it a real long, because we got to shift to the next segment with the email questions in, and I'm excited because we haven't really been able to get to this particular part in a few weeks. But go with Robert first. Robert, how far would you go to protect your image in maybe about 15 seconds?
I really don't know how to answer that, because it does matter what the allegations are, what the instances. I can understand myself trying to navigate whether or not I'm going to defend myself fiercely if somebody said, "Hey, you're a sexual assault person, like you're out here committing sexual assaults." I would take that person, you're fat, or whatever other case may be. Some other things you brush off. I don't know how far I would go. It just depends on what the instance is. Me personally, a lot of things I won't have to protect myself for, because I really don't care what people really think about me. For the most part, it's just certain things that can make it so that I can be imprisoned or whatever, if it think like allegations like that, like sexual assault or rape, or if they say you killed somebody, like, yeah, nah, I ain't going to jail. I didn't kill nobody. You know what I mean? So those are the things I feel like I would defend myself for. But if it's just talk, myself, I don't think I'd have to defend myself for it. It's just whatever. It is what it is.
DB, how far do you go to protect your name?
Honestly, my name is all I got, so I'm gonna defend that at every point. But if I'm not doing anything, if I get accused of something, I'm gonna lay back. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna let God handle that. Because if I ain't do it, I'm gonna walk in the truth, and that's my name, and that's me. So I'm not gonna I'm not really gonna even entertain that. Now, if the allegations take me to a court of law, then yeah, I'm gonna defend to the end. But more than likely, DB ain't getting caught up on that, and I'll land there.
Shan, same question. How far do you go to defend yourself?
I don't know. So, a lot of people tend to put a lot. They tend to make themselves more important than they actually are, right? We tend to see these celebrities and we say, "Oh, goddamn, if that happened to me, this is what I'd do." But then don't nobody know you. So you got defamation, and then you have libel. Defamation is when you say something verbally. Libel is when you write it down. So if I'm writing bad shit about people, that's libel. If I'm talking bad about somebody, that's defamation. But is it defamation, or is somebody dogging my image if it's my next door neighbor talking to a few people that's down the block? You know what I'm saying? It depends for me on what impact that defamation of my image would have on my family and my ability to make money. Now, if it doesn't fuck with my bag, I don't give a fuck. If it doesn't affect the psyche of my children, or if I'm with a woman, hers, I don't give a fuck. But the moment that it plays with my money or my family is where I start to give a fuck. Now, if it plays with my money or my family, how far would I go? I don't have a filter, and I don't really have an emergency brake, so I'll go real far. But if I'm at a comedy club and a motherfucking comedian is roasting me, I ain't tripping because I expect that. However, if I'm at a comedy club and I am told about some sexual assault shit that has affected my wife and my children and my ability to make money, and you up there busting jokes, I might just come snatch that mic out your hand while I'm trying to give you a hug and shit. And that's if you're a woman. If you're a man, you might get an open hand slap in the mouth.
You might Will Smith them.
You might Will Smith them, man.
Wes, you're up next. How far do you go, real quick?
Y'all are wild when y'all couldn't understand why Will Smith might feel some sort of way. Y'all wild.
Yeah.
However, y'all real wild.
Wait. Now you do it. Now you just did it. I just said that everybody was on the same sheet of music with Will Smith.
I know. But
so are you?
No, but you didn't fault Chris.
Is this what Chris was talking about? Were you actually excusing Will Smith's behavior?
No.
No,
like
we didn't say it is.
You guys couldn't understand, or it came across that you guys couldn't understand why he would do it. And what I'm saying is his feeling about his why, he could feel about that particular thing the way you feel about the thing that would make you go there and do it. I'm very consistent.
And my thing was that he said what it was to me is he felt like Chris Rock was not responsible for his words. However, he would have went up and held that comedian responsible.
And I'm not saying that this woman isn't. I'm not saying that this comedian isn't responsible for her words.
But you ain't saying she is. But you quick to say Chris
that's
was.
not the question on the table, and I didn't hear all of her words, so I didn't hear the context of that whole thing. So let me answer the question.
How far do you go to protect your name?
So I go as far as
before he keeps digging his own.
I go as far as the protection of my name has to happen before the act is done. Once the act is done, once it's out there, I'm only going to go as far as the law allows. Now, I know me. And like Shan, I don't have a break. Y'all see Obi-Wan up here, and I'm the nice guy in the whole nine, but I know me. I don't have a break. I'm just all gas when I get there, which is why I've never owned a gun, because I know me. This is about self-awareness. And so since I know me, here's the other thing. If I get to a place where I'm at celebrity status, and my business is in the world, and people have access to my private life, I'm no longer going to sit in comedy clubs because I know me. I'm not even sitting front row at the awards. Send my joint to the house. Not if something in my personal life is already out there. I'll be live via satellite. But that's because I know me.
Wow. Mr. Hardiman, how far do you go to protect your name?
I'm gonna just keep it simple. I don't think.
Thank you.
I think if you treat everyone well, just stay consistent in your character, you don't have to go far because there'll be advocates that'll come up in your stead and speak up for you. That's it.
Perfect. And round us out.
For me, man, it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. As a black man, like you go too hard defending your image. You are what they say you are. You don't do it enough. They question why you quiet. But for me, my name means more than my image. Like your image is just an image. That's all it is. But my name, I'm a defend that. I'm gonna go as far as I gotta go to defend that. But it also depends on like what it is. Like what are we talking about? Like this is a hard question to answer because some things you can't defend. Like once you get labeled as a rapist, that's it. They can have all the evidence in front of you that says you didn't do what they said you did, but your name and your image still have to hold that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it really depends on the scenario. But as far as like I said, my name, that's beyond. Your name is like a paper trail. Your image is only what's seen in front of, like what's in front of you. Your image doesn't follow you if once the eyes are closed, the TVs are off, and all that. But your name, that follows you everywhere you go. So I will protect my name more than I will protect my image.
Excellent points, fellas, and I appreciate you answering that as concisely as you can. I want to now switch to something that we haven't done, as I said, in a couple of weeks. And here's the deal: if you are in the audience or in the comments and you want to join this conversation, you want to add some value to it, by all means, you want to click the link that's in the chat. It's called AABMA.live, or if you have a question that you would like to ask, you can literally hit this link right above my head, or type it in your email, questions@aabma.live, and you can email us a question just like these questions have been emailed to us tonight. And I'm going to actually pull it up real quick. All right, first, it's a doozy. It's a scenario, but the question is for you all here, guys. I'm gonna read it for you. So here's the situation. So the guy says, "Let's meet up for a drink around 8." Is that the right one? Yep, that's it. I'm sorry. Let's meet up. So a guy says, "Let's meet up." This is a guy talking to a woman. Let's meet up and have a drink around 8. And the woman agrees. He was specific about having drinks. She asks for a menu and orders food. The server brings the check and lays it in front of him. And he says, "I would like a check for just the drinks." This is, I guess this is the guy emailing us. I can't tell based on how they wrote it. Separate from the food that she ordered. I'm presuming this is the guy that emailed us. She says, I wasn't expecting to pay. You asked me out. He reiterates, I said drinks and I will not pay for food. So in this scenario, guys, and I'm going to say it again, did she act out of a place of entitlement or displaced expectation? Go ahead and pop in and answer that. What do you guys think about that? Should he just pay for the entire meal? If he says, hey, I want to invite you out for drinks, should he? What should happen there? Or is the woman wrong for ordering food? What do you guys think?
I think he assaulted her. No,
Colin, throw the question up.
Yeah, look, I think look,
throw the scenario
if we should be expecting, I don't know, when we get so technical about some of these things in the dating space and so literal, like you know what people expect. If you say, hey, I'm going to take you out, or I'm inviting you out for drinks and some appetizers or something is ordered there, like you just as a man, you got to go in that situation, and not even just as a man, just whatever we do, we got to go into every situation understanding what people's expectation generally is. Now, if they're thinking something that's not general, that's not typical, is going to be the outcome, then that's their bad. But look, we've been dating for 1 million years now. Brother ain't figured that out and moved accordingly, then it's shame on him.
Robert, I saw you clapping.
No, it was funny because he said he assaulted her. Like Wes said, it is
Who's
silly.
right in this scenario, Robert?
Who's right in this scenario? Ain't neither one of them right in the scenario, because if there was a misunderstanding, he could have put it out there that, hey, I did say drinks. I know you ordering food, but I did say I'm just covering drinks. Man up about where you at. And if you're gonna invite someone out, that's the person who should be paying for it, in my opinion. If I invite a lady out, I'm not expecting her to pay for anything. She's not paying for the drinks, the water, the whatever. She ain't paying for nothing. But if there's like, as I remember, I once took
water.
Some people drink good water. But like if you like I did go out. I took a lady out to a spot it was a really nice spot. The first time I went there, they didn't have the wine selection that they now have. Now the wine selection, they have $1,000 bottles, $1,500 bottles, $2,000 bottles. I'd go ahead and pick a wine, but there's certain ones that we not gonna have today. I'm gonna let you know right off top, like we can't. I'm not paying $1,500 for a bottle of wine today. That's not gonna happen. So you have to let somebody know where you at. If you ain't gonna pay for the whole bill, if you ain't gonna pay for food, hey, I did just say drinks. I don't know you like that. Like, I'm trying to get to know you. I wanted to get to know you over drinks. Put it out there.
Make a joke of it.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So are you saying that he's wrong for not saying anything? Is it also not her responsibility to have or do you think that she has any type of entitlement?
No, I feel like, yeah, there was some entitlement there because it's the societal norm. The societal norm is kind of switching, but she could have asked, are we ordering food as well? She could have asked that, but I mean, yeah, she could have asked that. And I do agree that there was like a sense of, hey, he got me tonight, and he didn't say that, but I don't agree with the way the gentleman moved in this case.
Yeah.
So Daryl, you invite a lady out, you tell her, hey, let's go out and grab some drinks, and she orders food. And you said drinks, and you specifically meant drinks. Do you cover the food?
So why are you asking the same question a different way, Chris? He said what he said, and he said it with his chest.
So
he asked the same thing a different way because you can't believe his answer.
No. I'm fine with Daryl's answer. I forgot he actually answered.
I didn't answer yet.
Not Daryl. I'm talking about Robert. Go ahead.
Robert. Okay. Yeah.
Who was?
Daryl, what you got?
Shahi was getting ready to say something. Shahi, you was getting ready to
my bad.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like you should be able or willing to pay for whatever is on that menu if you go to a specific restaurant or place. But I get Like for me, if I say let's go do coffee or something, and the woman orders, I don't know, a burger, whatever it is, what it is. Like I gotta take that because you know what I mean. I didn't say, hey, I'm only ordering you coffee or whatever. But yeah, I think he's wrong here just for like how much was the food? You know what I mean? Because it sounds like you on a budget where you don't need to be.
You shouldn't be dating.
Yeah, you should be dating, and like you knew that this woman ordered food. You should have clarified when she was putting her order in. Like, you know what I mean? So you had time before that bill came to communicate that. So yeah, I think he's in the wrong here, but yeah, this is a weird situation. Like he don't sound like he needs to be dating at all.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
Oh, go ahead, Dar.
No, so I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm old school, so I'm gonna handle that with dignity. I'm gonna pay for it. But if I'm not feeling her, she's just not gonna get another date with me. That's just how that's gonna roll.
Yeah, but he asked for a separate check, Daryl. Is he wrong for that?
I know he did because he got problems. I mean, if he set the date up, he should have handled everything that came with the date. If he didn't like how she handled the food and all that stuff, then there should not be another date. Just simple as that. But when you in the dating arena, just like I've been saying for a year now, once they monetize dating, it changed the game. So you got to be willing to play the game at the level that you can play it with. Like Shahid said, you go to a restaurant, if you can't afford everything on that menu, you're in the wrong restaurant. But at the same time, they had a lack of communication. And because and they probably weren't I don't know if this was the first date, the second date. We don't know that. But what I will say is this. He was dead wrong for reiterating that I'm only getting the drinks. So to me, there wouldn't have been another date. I'm simple as that. Even though he asked for separate checks.
But was he wrong?
In my opinion, yeah, he was wrong.
Was she wrong?
Yeah, she was wrong too.
She was wrong too. Okay. Everybody says she's wrong too. And everybody's saying he's wrong.
Again, they didn't communicate well. And they probably weren't communicating on the date, sitting at the table. So
right. Wait, they definitely wasn't if he couldn't afford it.
Yeah. So
jump in there, Colin. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I'm kind of along the lines with Daryl. I would take that bill, but yeah, it wouldn't even get to that point because the way I look at it is if I set the location, it includes everything on the menu. So it's just like where I usually meet is Starbucks. So if I say, hey, let's go meet up for coffee, and I pick Starbucks, that's going to include everything on the Starbucks menu. So if they happen to get a croissant, I'm not going to look at the list like, no, I specifically said coffee. So it's just like, no, I got the croissant. You want a donut? You want a lemon pound cake? What? It's like, it's fine. So that's how I look at it. You set the location. You can pretty much cover anything on the menu at that location you set. So if you're setting the expectation of Ruth Chris, let's just go have appetizer at Ruth's Chris, and then she orders wine and a whole steak and things like that. Then it's just like, then why did you choose that location? I think that's what Shahid said. But yes, if it got to the point of scenario where it's just like I just said something specifically and she ordered something else, it'll be, she'll put in the order and then it'll be right then and there. It's just like, hey, are you covering that? Oh yeah, I got that. All right, just making sure but like I said, it wouldn't even get to that point because I would set that expectation as far as like I got everything on the menu of the location. Yeah.
Hold on, Shane, Wes, before you jump in, is this not a scenario where it doesn't have the underlying tone of a guy being taken advantage of, where he's saying, "Hey, I said this is my expectation," and shouldn't it be that a man sets his expectation, and then sometimes women, and this is just a question, right? Sometimes women take the liberty to do what they want to do. It doesn't sound like, oh, she's trying to get a free meal out of him. Does it sound like that's kind of his
undertone? Come on, we got to be realistic. Like realistically, I don't even drink alcohol, but I know like the average alcoholic beverage is somewhere around between $10 to $15, right? You're not having one drink on that date. So like I don't know what the woman ordered, but it probably was going to balance out either way, unless she was just drinking crazy and ordered food. But it's like, again, he should not have been on that date. Like if it hurt him that much or it was that much of an issue, he shouldn't have been there. Me personally, I don't fault her because like Colin said, if I invite a woman out for coffee to Starbucks, that does not mean you can't get, if I say coffee, that doesn't mean you can't get tea, danishes, whatever else is on the menu. Like, get what's on the menu. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But he was right. I mean, I get it. But about drinks, though, Shahid, you don't think that she's wrong at any point? He said, "Let's go have drinks at round 8." And she's agreed, and then she asked for the dinner menu.
I guess.
You don't think she's wrong at all?
I guess she could be. Yeah. If she asked for the dinner menu, I guess. I mean,
and so that's my thought, that sometimes what happens is some guys, and I agree with you, Shahid. If you can't, if you can't foot it, then you probably shouldn't go out and date. I agree with all of you there, but I also think that there's an undertone of some women want to go out for a free meal, and that's the reason why he's trying to cut it off just there. But here's the other side of it that is probably not being brought up. Let's say she hadn't eaten at all, right? And you go out and you have 2 drinks. And if she's a lightweight or she can't hold her liquor, or even if she can, if you have multiple drinks, you need to have something to offset the liquor, because I drink, right? And I know that a lot of water and a lot of heavy like starches will help soak that up. So that's the other side of that conversation. Anybody else?
So
go ahead, Shahid.
If you're going out for drinks, why are you going to a place that has an extravagant menu? Go somewhere. Go to a bar.
Fair enough.
Well, even a bar has burgers.
But here's the thing
too. A burger is $15, $20.
Yeah, right. But this man stands on his convictions. Bitch, I said we only drinking. We ain't eating nothing.
Yeah, and see, here's the problem. The other thing too is that this dude might have, of course, we don't know the context. He might have decided to go and sit in the booth when he could have decided to go and sit at the bar. And it's just a different type of vibe. It's just a different type of atmosphere. And when it comes to the menu, it might even be a different type of menu. But if nothing else, I think if he was intent on just drinking, he should be choosing a place that's mostly just drinking. We know everybody's got appetizers, and he should be sitting at the bar to set the whole tone for what we're actually here to do. Have a conversation, maybe.
Yeah, I really think he was ill prepared to handle it. That's just my opinion, and he might be anal. He might be just real anal. Got jammed up on a couple of dates and said, "This is my approach from here on out." I get it.
To me, he sound like a little bitch. The man sound like a little bitch. He sound like one of them 50-50 motherfuckers. We all agree that the man is wrong. The only thing I disagree with everybody is that you guys all think that she holds some responsibility too. I don't believe that she holds no responsibility.
I didn't say she held it. I didn't say she held any responsibility.
You didn't, Obi? Oh, Obi-Wan didn't? Okay.
So, I said that they didn't communicate poorly. I think that where she was wrong.
I think they communicated perfectly. I think she made a goddamn statement. I think she spoke up loud and clear when she said, "Bring me the dinner menu."
Right. All right, Shad. Like I said, you choosing violence tonight. I'm gonna let you have it.
No, I'm saying. Listen. It was not a lack of communication. This woman was not wrong. This brother said, "Hey, let's go get some drinks around 8:00." She agreed. He selected the location, obviously. They get to the location that he selected, right? And then she asked for a dinner menu. He didn't say nothing when she asked for the dinner menu. He allowed her to order. He allowed her to order. He allowed her to order. He allowed her to fucking have the food come. She sat there and ate, right? And then when it came, the question is he wrong for saying, can I have a different check? Give her a check for the food that she ordered. That's some bitch shit, one in and of itself. But is she wrong for doing that? No, because it's not, in my personal opinion, obviously, it is not far-fetched for a woman to grab some food at a fucking restaurant that serves it when somebody says, let's go out to get some drinks. So I get where you guys are coming from. Yo, man, you know what? She shouldn't have did that, though. He made it explicitly clear. Did he make it explicitly clear? This is a dude that already didn't even say nothing when she got the menu. He didn't make it explicitly clear.
He did.
You know what's really crazy, Shan, about a point that you missed? And I'm gonna share this because every time the waitress or waiter comes to the table and they're bringing the check, before they bring you the check, what do they ask you? Is it separate or together? Separate or together? And so if you give it a nod, hey, bring me the check, you better cover it, guy. Like, and I'm gonna share with y'all a personal story. I normally don't share personal stories.
Yes, you do.
About not like this. Lies. Not like this one. So about 4.5 years ago, I had just was separated. I was still married, and this lady wanted to go out on a date, right? I knew I shouldn't have went out on a date, but I wanted to go anyway because I think I'm player. I already know what time it is. I don't want nothing from her. I know what I'm trying to do, right? This is way before when I was broke back then. I ain't gonna lie, right? So I took her to a restaurant. She orders a crab boil, right? Now I'm already disappointed because she brings seasoning salt, not seasoning, crab seasoning out of her purse. So I'm already disappointed on the date. She orders a drink, and so I'm looking at her tab, and it's already like $45. Now I got the big eyes. She asked the waitress to bring her another glass of wine. Listen, I got up so fast and told the waitress, "Here go my card. Cut it off."
She's gonna drink you.
I think my tab would have been $200, and I know she was there for a free meal. But that's the one time and only time that I ever made that mistake and not been able to cover the bill or been able to cover, more than just whatever was on the menu. And I also stopped going out with women that I don't want to go out on dates with. Like and I go to places I want to go now.
Wait. Say that again. You said you stopped going out with women that you don't want to go. So you used to go on dates with women that you didn't want to go out with?
I did when I first started dating. Yep, I didn't care. Like if I just wanted to go out and I knew I wanted to smash, like I didn't want to continue dating them. I was just trying to go to just smash. Like, so I'm gonna take you out. It was bad. I mean, I had no. This is why I'm able to say so many things about how I date now and what's right and what's wrong, because I know all the wrong shit that I did.
You a little hoe.
I was trash. I was bad, awful. I'm not gonna tell you no story. I was that woman. They go to check.
The woman in this scenario, she was clear. She made it perfectly clear.
Oh, absolutely.
She set the tone. She said she spoke loud and clear when she asked for the menu, and he spoke loud and clear when he didn't say nothing. I think the communication was perfect. I think it wasn't no miscommunication there. I think he just fumbled when he got to the end of it and said, "God damn," maybe when he got the check. So, one, he picked the place. He could have said something multiple times. He obviously wasn't clear about just getting drinks and drinks only, and we're not eating. Hopefully you ate before you got here. So he fucked up in so many different ways. And all she did was go out and said, "Okay, you asked me out. Okay, cool." And then she got a food menu. Now, could it have been, "You're not eating"? You asked me out. Okay. She didn't say that. She didn't say that, but it's not incumbent upon her to say that. She could just be, she's in her feminine. I'm not gonna ask him, is he eating? I'm gonna let that man, he's taking the lead. See, we want women to take all these leads and to be the man and to be the boss and to set the program and for women to follow and shit. And so as soon as they do, and they sitting there and they, and they're like, okay, well, I'm at a restaurant, obviously, I guess, let me have the food menu and we're gonna go ahead and get some food. I'm listening to him. He don't lead. Then what the fuck do you? I don't put nothing on her. It's all on that dude.
Yeah, Shan, he counting pennies though. at the end of the day.
He is.
He's counting pennies.
And don't hey.
I'm a
if you are ever in the scenario where you are counting pennies and you're on a date, just take a page out the book of Half Baked. Previews. And just, if you budget, just maximize the results, just like Dave Chappelle did on Half Baked. So just, if you haven't seen that, just go watch it. Anyway,
that's hilarious. So the second question that was emailed to us is more of a scenario again, and I actually like scenarios. So if you have a scenario that you want to email to us, or you want us to answer the question live, just do it. The link is right here above my head, questions@aabma.live. And again, we'll read it live like we're about to read this one. Fellas, hold your horses. Hold your horses on this one.
One horse in the building.
Say what? Yeah, it's only one guy with a horse, but I've been married for 20 years. My husband and I have 3 beautiful girls. His family is the type that believes a male child is more important and a must-have. So I feel terrible that I haven't given my husband a male child. He assures me that he is okay without a male child. Hubby falls ill and critically requires a kidney transplant, or he will die, and I turn out to be a match. Because I loved him, I decided to donate my other kidney to him. One day, in preparation to go to the hospital for surgery, I was getting all the paperwork sorted out. I come across my husband's will, and I curiously went through. To my surprise, my husband has 3 boys by another woman, and he left 90% of his wealth for those boys and their mother, only leaving 10% for me and my girls. What should I do? Wait, there are 3 questions. Should I give him my kidney? That's question number 2. How would you handle the whole situation? So if y'all need me to reiterate the questions, what should I do? Should I give him my kidney? And how would you handle the situation?
I mean, it's a bullshit situation because he's married to her, right? Aren't they married?
Yeah. Why do you think it's that? I mean, she wrote it in.
No, because 20 years. I don't give a fuck what state you in, what state you in. You can't give 90% of your shit away to a baby mama, and you got a whole wife, and you've been married for 20 years, and it's not gonna last. That won't hold up in probate court. But just for the sake of discussion, she's rumbling. You know, he's sick. He's lost a kidney, and she's gonna give him a kidney. But she finds out in the will that the baby mama and them other sons that she didn't know about is getting 90% of the wealth, and the actual 20-year wife is only getting 10%, and his girls. Did she know? Be clear. Did she know that he had sons?
No. So it says that
clearly she didn't know because of
I come across my husband's will, and to my surprise, my husband has 3 boys with another woman.
Appreciate the donation, Sir Hale Speaks. Really appreciate that.
Oh goddamn, Sir Hale. I'm not looking at the chat. Sir, what up, Sir Hale? Hoo-ah, my man.
So let me add a little HR. Let me add a little HR context to this. Man, this scenario right here happens all the time. People fail to update their wills and their paperwork. That could have been what happened. However,
you being hella nice.
Daryl, a 20-year failure. A 20-year failure.
Been married for 20 years. You got 3 kids over there,
bruh. I'm telling you. In the HR.
No, but the wife has 10%. The wife has 10%. The other people get 90. She has 10%. That's the reason that he was in a relationship with her when he wrote that.
Rochelle said, "Give him 10% of your kidney."
So the situation that the scenario that has arisen is now he needs her. He needs her, and pretty much by his will, he didn't think too much of her. Now he needs her, she should go to the table and have some discussions.
Absolutely.
No, fuck that. Should she give him the kidney, Daryl? They can talk later. Right now, he's in the hospital in ICU. Do she give him the kidney?
It depends on how much she loves him.
Shit,
If she's somebody said,
wait, what does love got to do with giving a kidney up?
You got to have a whole lot of love for giving somebody your kidney. At the end of the day, people ain't just giving away. People not just giving away their kidneys, man.
Your wife has amassed $1.5 million, and she has 3 children outside of you, and she gave them 90%.
It's always
you only get $150,000.
Yeah, all you got to do is reverse it, Chris. All you got to do is reverse it, and that puts it in perspective.
You get $150,000, and they keep $1.35 million.
Bruh, what I just told you is
no, Daryl. And here's the question:
I just told
Are you giving her your kidney? You are a perfect match.
20 years.
Are you giving her your kidney?
We gonna have
now she got 2 days.
We gonna have
2 days.
We gonna have a discussion about that will.
What you gonna talk about
within them 2 days?
What is there to talk about?
She intubated.
What's there to talk about? What's there to talk about?
Negotiations. I'm gonna sell you this kidney for 90%.
Exactly. I now control. I got a bargaining chip. I got a bargaining.
Then basically, y'all saying no.
So Daryl, let me ask you a question then. So your spouse dies, and you still get 10%.
You adding too much fluff, bro. We going back.
No,
she not.
Because if you negotiate and they die,
that's the will.
You negotiate and they die, you still get 10%. That's
the reality. The reality is you're getting 10% anyway. So I'm coming. You got to come to the negotiation table if you want this kidney.
Exactly. You got to come back. We're gonna go back to the negotiating table before we talk about my.
I'm not talking to. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Rob.
Oh, I think me and Robert.
I'm a business person. There's 2 things I would do. I'm a business person for one. So the first approach, talk to the person, maybe. But I'm talking to the people who finna get the money. That's who the contract going with. I'm talking with y'all. That's who I want to have a contract with. Y'all gonna be here. Y'all gonna give me some of this money. I'll give it.
You gonna talk?
I don't know.
Talk to the baby mom?
I'm gonna talk to everybody. I'm gonna talk to everybody involved because I'm like, for one, the relationship is done, right? You have kids with somebody else for 20 years, and and now you need me.
Rob,
she knew about
I'm making a business move.
She knew about them kids. She just didn't know about them percentages.
And you're negotiating.
No, she didn't know about the kids. We got to go by what the paper said. We can't make up shit. She did not know that he had a whole fucking son or sons.
But Rob,
she said to her surprise.
Your negotiation though, Rob, is flawed because if you go to the people who are going to get the money, why do they want to keep him alive? They want the money. So it's like, nah, let that nigga die. Let's get this bread.
He gonna die either way. They already said. So I guess.
But here's the reality of it. The reality of it though is she need to be less worried about the kidney and more worried about getting an attorney, because the reality of it is when he dies, he can only give those kids half of whatever they have, because that's all that he actually owns. It's half. So that whole 90% shit would like to Shan's point.
Come on, Wes. Actually, they're not even gonna get half, Wes. The entire state gonna go to. But let's keep it. Let's remove reality.
And that's where my part. That's where my part actually would have came in. Is in reality, if it's split, I'm not gonna give you a chance to divorce me and then go marry this person or whatever.
Let's stay in fantasy land. I like the fantasy land. In fantasy land, let's flip it. All right, my woman is in the hospital. Your woman, y'all women, y'all fellas, y'all girl is in the hospital. You've been with her for 20 motherfucking years. You met her back in 2000. Y'all got married in 2002. She always wanted to have girls, but you didn't. You kept giving her boys. Then you find out that she got a whole nother set of girls.
Hey Shan,
with another dude.
I don't know how long you can go with this. I got married in 2002. I'd have been married 20 years, and I gave my wife 4 kids. We might have to switch that up.
I'm just saying.
I'm playing. We go. Can you guys imagine if you find out that your woman
that you've been married to for 20 years got other children with a man somewhere else that she never told you about? You don't even know that you thought that your kids was the only kids that you had with her, but she got children with somebody else, and he just had custody of them all this time. And then you find, going through her panty drawer while she's in the hospital, you find a will, because she got paper that she wrote to give 90% of her bread that's in the savings account to them, and you only get 10%. But in order for her to live, she needs you. God damn. What do you do at that point? And you discover this shit while she's in the hospital? You find out.
I already told you, we're going back to the table. We're going to have some negotiations.
I'm going to find the hottest little kidney needing chick in the world and give her my kidney while my wife is in the hospital.
To show her that you can do that, what you did. I don't.
Here's the question. Here's the question that I'm gonna ask a follow-up question.
He was finna get in there too.
So, Daryl said you're going back to the negotiation table, right?
Half motherfuckers are gonna smother her ass in the hospital at night. Go ahead.
I'm not. I'm keeping her alive.
Y'all
acting like when somebody need a kidney, they can't talk and they not fully sound in the mind. We can negotiate why you won't need that kidney.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay,
so dialysis. I get it.
All right, real quick. So if you negotiating, say I, so I can know who I'm addressing.
I would negotiate for sure.
Okay, so for Wes, Colin, Shahid, Shannon's not negotiating. Okay, y'all negotiating. So here's the question: you negotiate. They agree to give you, let's say, bump it up to 50%. Right? They get 50, you get 50, and it's all good. Y'all now agree. You give them the kidney. They're now healthy.
Then I'm getting a divorce, and we're gonna work some other stuff out.
Wait. Here's the follow-up. What's to say that they don't already have a backup plan? That now that you've negotiated your way into keeping them healthy,
you save
their life.
Come
back to save their life, right? And they come back, and now it's after a week, and they doing everything right. They apologize.
They was already.
They was
already
renegotiate again.
Life to a crooked motherfucker. Yeah, they're gonna be super crooked now.
This sounds familiar. Have y'all seen Time's Up with Denzel Washington?
Mm-hmm.
Time's Up.
Yeah.
Time's Up.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
And Lene, what's her name? Sanaa Lathan.
Sanaa Lathan. Mm-hmm. Remember, it was like a Caribbean movie.
She faked a terminal illness, had a fake doctor and everything to get money from Denzel. He took out a whole insurance policy or took money from, took federal money from drug money, whatever, out.
This movie came out last year.
No, this was Time's Up.
No, it's an old movie, and it's not Time's Up. It's Out of Time. But
go
ahead.
Out of time.
Okay. I seen Out of Time.
He was a cop. He was a cop, right?
Yeah, he was a chief.
Oh, so I looked up Time's Up. It said Time's Up movie 2021. I'm like, it don't even say. But I seen Out of Time. Yeah, that was a good movie.
And he pulled money to try to save her life, and she basically scammed it.
Yeah, that was a wild scenario. At the end of the day, Chris, you can add all the fluff you want. When it comes to me, we're going back to the drawing board, and I'm gonna have some stuff. I'm gonna have some legal documents drawn up. We gonna talk about my kidney and your life over some percentages and some money.
Exactly. It ain't nothing you can do. A will is a legal binding document.
Because Shan, I know you say you wouldn't negotiate, but we'll be the advantages of not negotiating. She passed away, and then it's just like that money still goes.
She ain't gonna be hurting broke.
No. Listen, okay, so you guys are talking legal documents and all that kind of stuff. I'm saying this motherfucker deceived you for 20 years. They was already you were married to the mom. You were with a crook for 20 years, had a whole nother family on the other side. You're saying I'm gonna negotiate with you. First of all, the shit ain't gonna hold up because it's gonna be under duress, right? So whatever the fuck you guys negotiate ain't gonna hold up in court. That's not gonna help because you doing document. You got motherfuckers. They signed it to save their life. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. That was under duress. So that right there is gonna get the shit thrown out of court, right? So that just kills all of that. In addition to that, but let's say, remember, we in fantasy land.
They got a power of attorney.
We in fantasy land. We in fantasy land. So let's remove fantasy land. There's so much more that I would, since I'm with a crook, you know how much crooked shit that I can do while your ass is dead. You know how much, there's all kind of things that can, if you gonna have a whole family, there's nothing that I can negotiate with you at your deathbed to make it so, because I discovered some shit in your sock drawer. I already realized that if I save your life, that whatever the fuck we negotiate at this deathbed, you're going to figure a way to get out of that shit somehow. Whether you blow the money, whether you give the money away, whether you buy stupid shit, buy boats, hide the money, something's going to happen, because look what you did for 20 years. So ain't no negotiating. I don't negotiate with terrorists. And you're a terrorist at that point. When I discovered that you wanted me to have, I'm acting like a woman, you wanted me to have sons, I didn't give you any, and then I realized you already had 3? With another chick that you never told me about? Oh, hell no. There ain't nothing to negotiate, man. I'd rather you die.
Thanks. So send her to judgment, Shane.
Send him to judgment. Let God sort it out. And then I'll figure out how to handle shit with me and my daughters down here.
Shan, at the end of the day, the male determines the sex. So I don't know what, what judgment he gonna get. He didn't get girls because he determined that.
Yeah,
he didn't get boys because he didn't his fishies didn't swim to the right side, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day,
I ain't negotiating with nobody.
Just like Shaheed said, it's the legal binding document. My kidney will be still legally bound inside of my body.
Yeah, you ain't getting no goddamn kidney. You ain't getting no kid, ladies.
You gotta remember that.
No second chance, Shan. Not a second chance to get it right, to do the right thing.
And you had a whole family.
Go ahead, Shaheed.
We not going. I don't think any of us have ever been in this position. But what's the likelihood of you didn't want them to die in the first place, but all of a sudden you find something, and all of a sudden you want them dead? How likely is that?
Because you don't. Well, are you talking about the likelihood? Okay. Well, okay.
You're not just going you're not in a day gonna want somebody dead.
No, but you also have to take into consideration. And I hear what you're saying. You're saying you're in love. You've been in love. You have a family. You've been together for 20 motherfucking years, ups and downs, family vacations, the whole nine. And then this person's getting ready to die. And then you have the ability to save their life and continue the family as you've been doing it. But you discover
you don't necessarily have to want to continue the family.
Okay, we'll say you don't continue it. But the point is, at that point,
answers more than anything.
You discover what the point of discovery is for me. And so that's kind of no different than realizing, and here's because what you're saying, Shaheed, is this: what happens when you realize that your wife of 20 years is a serial killer? What happens when you realize your wife of 20 years got a whole another family with a whole nother man that she's been smashing for 20 years? When you discover shit, sometimes things happen. I'm not saying I've been in this situation, but I've been in situations where, whoa, who the fuck are you? That ain't who. What? Oh, I've been bamboozled. What the hell? Where's the woman that? Where did you come from?
Sam.
You could be surprised, and that shit can in fact make your heart do a 180 on somebody, because you'll be like, I was deceived the entire time. It's no different than that doctor in New York whose wife was a hoe. Okay. He married the girl.
Wow, I remember that episode.
Yeah, he's like, wait, he was in love. He was making $3 million a year, the whole nine, and she turns out to be a call girl she's a high price hoe flying to Bangkok, claiming that she's doing an e-commerce business, but she's out there smashing other dudes. You can, us men, at least me and that doctor, we can turn on a dime when we find out that your ass deceived us all this time. Hell nah. Fuck that.
All death does is put them out their misery. For me, I want you to pay. You're not gonna get to go and die. Nah, you're gonna feel this. Like,
okay, so Shan, we're still in fantasy land. So Dad, what happened with Mom? Like, what happened with? I thought that was an arrangement. I thought she was gonna be saved. Why all of a sudden she's dead now? Like, how you had that conversation with the kids?
Yeah, she didn't make it. Mama didn't make it.
So, do you ever have that conversation about the whole secret family?
Your mama didn't make
find
it
out because they're gonna grow old. They're gonna become adults one day.
You know what's crazy about this? If he has 3 boys somewhere else, all 3 of those boys are matches. Because we carry the male gene, right? That's the bloodline that we get. We carry the male DNA. All 3 of them boys is matches.
Yeah, but you're not. Even if you're a son, you're not going to automatically just match.
Yeah, that's not how kidneys work. But I get what you're saying.
Okay. Okay.
You're basically saying, do the children even know? Did his sons even know he's in the hospital?
Well, there's another side of it too, because the part where you're talking about how you can just switch on it, I can see some. Because at first I was thinking, I find out somebody has 3 kids, and 3 kids ain't bothered me for the past 20 years. Why do I really care? At the end of the day, you've been made to feel guilty that she was made to feel guilty that she wasn't able to produce a son by not only him but by his parents and his family. That's 20 years of that abuse. Then to turn around and find out that they get 90% and you ain't met them not day one to see if they deserving of it, like. I can see that.
Yeah, that's
setting the
that's
temper
a slap
pretty
in the
high.
face for sure.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like a woman scorned. He ain't getting that kidney. No negotiations, none of that. He ain't getting it.
To the person who asked the question, what happened? Where's dude at now?
He'll.
The irony of a lot of these questions is I have no idea of if they ever come live, or join us in the comments.
I think that's just a hypothetical anyway, but it's fun.
The thing is,
I hope it's a hypothetical.
I don't think. Say what?
I said I hope it's a hypothetical.
Robert, what is that?
The thing is, but
is that like a percolator machine? What is going on?
Robert is mowing the lawn.
It's a big ass machine. Yeah.
I don't ever see somebody similar to a woman, or somebody, well, I say a woman lying about, if she slept with a guy. I don't see a woman just coming out and lying about a scenario like this just for, I don't know, for kicks and giggles, right? To me, that just doesn't make, sense. Maybe there's a way that she might have embellished the situation. It's possible, but this being a hypothetical situation, no, I think this was one more of a real one, and she's really looking for some assistance. And honestly, I would tell you that you're in a very precarious situation, similar to the woman who came onto our clubhouse room the other night and was sharing with us her story about she had 4 kids by 4 different women, by 4 different men, and she wanted to know if she was worthy of love based upon her past. I don't think people just make those stories up.
Wait. What happened to her? She had sex with 4 guys at the same time?
She had 4 different children with 4 different fathers.
Oh.
And so this was Tuesday on Clubhouse.
She got 4 baby daddies. How old is she?
We'll be messing up on Clubhouse.
31.
Let me give you the whole 31. Story. She was 30, turning 31. Her father killed her stepmother. Her mother was on crack, and I think her father committed suicide or something like that.
Yeah, he did.
The story was so crazy, it seemed unbelievable. And her question to us on Tuesday was, am I worthy of love? I mean, she literally. Let me add this too. She was a prostitute, I think, at 15. And when I tell you the story was so heartbreaking, and I wanted to find help for her.
What answer did y'all tell her when she asked, "Well, am I worthy of love?" What was the answer?
Oh, Sharon would have set the place on fire. They've been very extremely gentle. So sorry.
I told her that she was worthy of love because my mom has 6 biological sons with 4 different men.
Got it.
And my mom was married for 25 years to my stepdad, my bonus dad, until he passed away last October.
Yeah, I missed that. I honestly, I mean, that's something that heavy and that deep. I think love is the last thing that you should be looking for.
Yeah,
that should be therapy, because what you're doing, you bringing that on to someone else. That, you know what I mean? That's dangerous. You know what I mean?
She really kept it real. She kept it 100 in everything that she said. And like when she said she went to She went to Chicago and hooked up with a pimp who taught her the game, and she was just like, and I when I reached out to her and started speaking, it sounded like me that she was self-sabotaging. She let a dude get to know her to a point where she said, "Oh, nah, you get ready to disrespect me because I got these 4 kids, so I'm out." So that's been her MO since she had the 4 kids. That she said that she make her own bread, she do all of these things, but she really hasn't really seen love in a relational concept. So yeah, she really do need to get with a therapist and unpack a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, and one of the things that I wanted to share with her is that she was really brave for coming and sharing. Since we've been doing Ask a Black Man Anything, um, since we've been doing Ask a Black Man Anything for the last year plus now, we have literally been able to reach the hearts and really tackle some very tough issues. I'll say tough, right? I won't try to use any other word, but it's been probably one of the wildest things that we could ever have done, to be able to minister to people in a way, or to be able to reach people or touch people and affect people's lives in a positive way. One of the reasons why I love these band of men is because we don't literally bash women, and this was one of the healthiest places that we can do our best. And I mean, we have our toxic moments. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got a little toxicity here and there, but for the most part, by and large, we wrap our arms around the ladies that come to the stage and share and bear their souls with us. One of the things that I am gonna say is that I know that if she reaches back out to me on Clubhouse, I'm going to get some resources for her. I haven't heard back from her yet. I did message her privately on she doesn't have any of her social media attached. I'm probably going to try to dig in and do some of my researching work to see if I can actually find her on social media, to see if we can actually reach out to her. But one of the other things that I think is very, very important is the end of the show was another young lady came up, and this is another reason why I love this show, is another young lady came up, and she was talking about sexual marketplace value and high value men and blah, blah, blah. Her question was, what do you Black men love about us? And I paused and I laughed because here's the thing. Yeah. And I paused and I laughed because I realized, you know what? That's crazy that a Black woman would have to say that. But then I actually turned I turned it real fast because I realized sometimes they don't hear enough from us. They don't hear what we love about them enough. And so with that being said, that's where I'll end. If you guys want to share something that you love about Black women, I know Colin poured his heart out to his queen. That could be our outro. So fellas, we did what we came to do. Ended with one thing you love about Black women. Let's run this party home.
Who up? Me?
I just want to say,
Go ahead,
I want to be like my grandfather, BB.
So,
emulate him.
One of the things I pride myself as a man is being able to create a safe place for a woman to land. And if I don't think I can do that, I'm probably not going to converse with that particular woman or whatever the case may be. And I run into a range of women who definitely have things going on. I'm not going to say they're toxic. Life happens. But you know what? As a man, we supposed to have them shoulders and that heart to take on all that. So yeah, definitely going to have love for that woman, and listen and hear her out, and not try to create a scenario where she doesn't she's not receiving the message, or she doesn't feel safe. And first and mostly I'm more than likely going to pray for her. And then, because it's situations that are beyond our control, but as a man we try to think that we could fix everything. And I'm not speaking for any of y'all brothers. I'm just speaking for me, because I know I got that. Yeah, let me fix it for you. And sometimes you got to step back and just listen and let the scenario play out so you can respond accordingly. And that's all I have. And I'll toss the mic back.
That was some pimp shit, because Daryl just said what he loved about himself.
I didn't say what I love about us. I said I pride myself. I said I pride myself.
I pride myself in what I do for the women.
Hey, she chose me. She chose me. She chose me.
He said, "Fuck your question, Chris. I'm gonna let you know what I love about me that I make available for the women." That's right.
Come on, Rob. What you got?
Oh, Robert he gonna pour his heart out. Go ahead.
He gonna write a poem.
Go ahead, Luke.
Uh-oh. Is he speechless?
Robert, are you on mute, sir?
Maybe it's the machine.
Young Luke.
Hold on, I'll make the background noise for you, Robert.
I was saying somebody else go first.
Robert,
Nah, somebody else go first. Somebody else go first.
Go ahead, Shaheed.
What we just doing?
What do you love about black women?
Oh, what do I love about black women? I mean, this is a tough question for me, man. I don't really I don't look at black women as this like object, you know what I mean? That they are me. This is where I come from. So it's just like, that's like asking me, what do I love about breathing? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't really have I don't have nothing special, man. I love black women just as much as I love breathing. That's what I got.
I like my man Shaheed. See, it's only two of us on the dark side versus all y'all niggas.
What?
That was probably some of the sweetest things you could say. Like, that was sweet, Shaheed. That was actually sweet. You just said it.
No, it
wasn't.
That was
I'm
gangster.
not. Y'all be trying to get y'all voice.
That was gangster. That was gangster. That was gangster, Shaheed. That was gangster. Shit. I love me.
Shaheed is the same brother that said, well, when the question was, what do you bring to the table? He was like, I bring me to the table.
What do I love about black women? Shit, they made me. And I love me. That's what he said.
That's the tree down to make the table.
They made me. God damn it.
Yo, for me, man,
at any point, sir.
It's one word, man. It's resiliency, man. I love the resiliency of black women. They endure in every season. No matter what the social climate is, they deal with niggas like us for all of our flaws. And
you ain't speaking for all of us. Ain't no nigga.
Well, but the reality of it is they but they deal with a lot, man. And so that's the thing that I've most admire is their willingness to go on regardless of what's in front of them. That's it for me.
But she chose me, man. She chose me.
Mr. Hardiman.
I'm going to try to reiterate what I said on Clubhouse, because I was coming from the perspective of my black woman. I love that she loves me. I love that she pours into me. I love that she goes out of her way to make sure that that I'm good, that that I'm all taken care of and things like that. So it's just like she's showing me what genuine love is. So it's something I've never experienced before. So I appreciate my black woman for that. So
It's funny how they kind of
Rawls on
rely
all
on.
platforms.
You know not to ask me.
It's kind of how y'all rely on. It's kind of funny how y'all rely on Rob and Wes all of a sudden when a question like this come up. For me, I look at it as black women were the last thing that God literally laid his hands on. In the process of perfection, in the process of perfecting something, you might make something over and over and over again until you get to the point to where it's actually perfect. And being as the black woman was the last thing that God laid his hands on, I view black women as perfection. Much to like what Shahid was talking about, they're a breath of fresh air. Like it is something to be with a woman that you actually feel close to whenever you're around them, that you feel their essence. When you're breathing, you feel them. It's inside of you. You feel like home. You feel like you know where you're at. And that resilience that Wes spoke about is something I spoke about the other day as well. Um, Throughout the history of things that have happened to our diaspora, black women have been able to step up whenever the black man hasn't. Black women have been able to go out and get their education, go out and get their money right, go out and be the things that we couldn't be, that was needed in our community at a time. And still, what I find, since Shannon's rubbing his face, what I find is that even women who do that still have a sense of submissiveness, I still want a man to come in and lead, I don't have to be the alpha dog in the house. Those are the women I experience while Shannon covers his face. Um, but that to me is some of the reasons why I love black women. Like I love just our skin together, being next to the black woman, our skin being right next to each other, the color, the tones, they go together very, very well. The passion that comes with black women, the love that is given from black women through whatever. Just like Shan was saying earlier, it's not a lot of black women that's going out reporting minor things on black men. It's always somebody from the other sex. Black women have a sense to protect black men. In my experience, they have a sense to protect black men versus finding ways to attack them and throw them under the bus more often than other races. I'm gonna go ahead and end there though. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there.
Rob, I had to get my sachet on because Rob killing it.
Robert, if you would have left it after that was the last thing that God created, that would have been flawless.
That was a drop. That was a Chris. You were
that
so
was
right.
A mic drop.
That was a mic drop. And the sad part
drop.
about it, Adam lost his ability to lead, and here we are, still trying to figure it out.
Shannon Rawls on all platforms. What do you love about a black woman?
He finna talk about a blue pill nigga. That's what he.
Skip me.
Shannon, you the last one, sir.
Nah, Shannon, you have to put out what you love about black women because otherwise it's gonna be looked at like why does Shannon
black women right now? So I don't want to say
Shannon look like DMX right now.
What?
Okay, so I'm gonna give my answer, and my answer is gonna be real brief.
You should play the video, Chris. You should play the video that you put on Instagram.
I'll play the audio.
You want me to play? I'll play. If I knew what the link was. Was it a reel or was it a video?
It's all of my video. Everything is now a reel. I'm gonna play it now.
He's messing with you.
Tell me if you can hear it.
He's setting a trap for you. He's messing with you.
I can't hear it. Yeah. It doesn't sound good.
No, you're gonna let me open up.
Which one is it?
It's
No Lies Told.
Nope. Excited and challenged.
Okay, hold on.
Wow.
So while he's pulling that up, I just want to let you know my answer is right here on Instagram. Go to the _Chris Davis. You can follow me on my spirit, the way that you pray for me, and you can hear it. But this is what I said. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram. Stand up for me, and you protect me. You protect my heart. You protect my mind, my spirit. The way that you pray for me, the way that you love me unconditional, the way that you champion for me, the way that you cheer for me when I am in a basketball game or any athletic event, from high school to middle school to 8th grade. I love the way you mother. I love the way our black women mother our children. I love the way that you look at me like nobody else can. I love the way that you women, black women, know how to find the most insignificantly thing in a man and make it significant and make us seem and make us the kings in their eyes. I love how you guys amplify
what we are already doing, and I love the fact that you are the only woman that has ever carried a seed that I've been able to produce. That's where I'll end. I love the way that you stand up for me and you protect me. You protect my heart. You protect my mind, my spirit. The way that you pray for me. The way that you love me unconditional. The way that you champion for me. The way that you cheer for me when I am in a basketball game or any athletic event. From high school to middle school to 8th grade. I love the way you mother. I love the way our Black women mother our children.
But I was off the cuff. So with that being said, Shane could think of something. He just refuses. He said he upset with Black women right now.
I feel like challenging everything that y'all niggas just said. But that's what I feel like doing. But I'm not. You love the way.
Do what you feel, baby. Do what you feel.
But see, now here's the thing: is even through your anger, you are still required to love. So give out some love even through your anger. Like that's what love is supposed to be about. Like you supposed to. Love is supposed to cover all, bro.
Raise our
Do
Black
what you feel,
children.
Shane. We're going into overtime, everybody.
Children can't even read. Anyways, we doing our outro.
Before we do the outro, one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Ask a Black Man Anything will be doing their 1-year anniversary in New Orleans for Essence Fest. So June 30th, we'll be going live from New Orleans. This will be the first year Essence will be opening back its doors since the pandemic started 2 years ago. So better believe it's going to be 1 million people plus there in the city of New Orleans, including us gentlemen doing our podcast live in a dope spot. So if y'all going to be in New Orleans during Essence Fest, make sure y'all come pull up on us.
And Wes finally showed his feathers.
And if you want to contribute to the dope pad that we want to secure, I think the Cash App is $ Ask a Black Man Anything. You can send us some bread over there, and y'all can come stay in the residence with us and party with us. So, just know that it's all Black men up in that thing. Do your outros. Let's go. Mr. Rawls, it's on you.
Appreciate you guys pulling up. Another Thursday. We'll be back next Thursday because we do not take Thursdays off. Appreciate you guys coming for Ask a Black Man Anything. Don't forget to submit your questions to us. Questions at aabma.live. Questions at aabma.live. That's our email, and we'll be happy to ask. We'll be happy to read your question live, and we'll answer it for you honestly and truthfully right here on our show. I'm from Los Angeles. I give a perspective that's different than most, but I appreciate the fact that you guys are tolerant with me. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next week. Colin
Hardeman, Houston, Texas. Another great episode. Always glad to share this stage with you, gentlemen. I'm going to pass it to Mr. Darryl.
Yep. Darryl Bailey from Baltimore, Maryland. It's always a pleasure to chop it up with the fellas, but most of all, that we as men, particularly myself, that we could come here and serve you, Black women, with your questions. And it's all love. See us in Nolans, West.
But Artistic IQ on all social media. Los Angeles, California. Shahid, my brother.
It's your favorite Black cowboy, Los Angeles, California. See y'all next week. We out.
Robert Longmire, Vegasville, California. It was a pleasure being here on stage with y'all again. Ladies, I promise Shan does love Black women. I promise he does. He just mad at y'all right now. He'll get over it. He really a big teddy bear. Y'all don't know that. I've seen it. I peeped it out. Mr. Davis.
Thank you, sir. And just for the record, I've already reached out to all of the gentlemen that have been live with us since the very beginning, since July 1st, and a couple of them have already committed to be there. I won't say who has already committed to be there, but your favorite therapist has said that he will be with us in the building. So, and it's not so I've already sent these gentlemen the details. And I look forward to having all of them there with us, man. It's going to be an amazing time. Chris Davis, you can find me right here on Instagram, the real _ Chris Davis. Follow me there, and I'm also on all social media. Y'all have a great night. Send us home.
Where's Jerron at?
Jerron said he had a chapter meeting. And I talked to Cliff, man. Cliff said he want to come through, y'all. So Trill gonna be in Virginia. And I got a message. I got a text the other two, Steve and what's his name?
Jamal.
Doctor Jamal. Steve and Jamal. Had them pull up. So pull up in New Orleans. Man. New Orleans.
Well,
there's gonna be coconut butter in the air. There's gonna be melanin popping everywhere. It's gonna be all white parties everywhere.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That proposal on that inverting these shirts from black to white.
Oh, are we gonna release our shirts to the public, Shan?
Well, we're putting it out. We're putting it out on the airwaves. I don't know why.
Shan, are we releasing our shirts out?
So much for the secret.
Surprise, everyone!
Oh, he's
for listening to the sounds. Ask a black man any damn thing. Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies. Gentlemen, we appreciate your attendance. Thank you for flying AABMA.
Dang, Chris. Chris has no chill.
Ask a black man anything airlines.
Yeah, Chris, that was dirty, Chris.
No, Leah said name names. So
I know, but okay.
Yeah.
No. Clifford said he's the only one that said he's coming so far. So I'm gonna text Jamal and I'm gonna text.
Chris was still live on the airwaves after you just said you're not gonna name the names of people who are joining.
No.
And then throw it in the chat.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop some names.
Oh yeah, there we go.
As you can see when you fly
I don't think Chris is gonna make
AABMA Airlines.
And then he throw it in the chat. Ain't telling Chris no more secrets.
Yes.
I don't think Chris is gonna make AABMA Airlines.
Ain't telling Chris no more secrets.
I'm the best secret keeper.
Nothing is safe here at AABMA Airlines. You fly with us, your business will be in the streets.
Want something leaked? Tell Chris.
More than welcome to ask a black man anything, but do not tell a black man everything.
Well, she got 25 seconds, man. The show is on you.
Every Tuesday on Clubhouse, it is AABMAA. Ask a black man almost anything.
Those conversations have been good. Join us.
Go ahead, Wes.
Almost anything. Why does it go ahead, Wes?
Assault and battery.
Assault and battery.